a story about how my in-laws, now my ex-husband's family, tried to unalive me.
Beautiful sister here was married to a Nigerian man. So she decides to go to Nigeria to do, I think, traditional wedding. And she's telling us a story time of how her in laws in Nigeria almost unalived her. She was already married to the man in the US, but she decides to come to Nigeria for a traditional wedding. And her ex husband's parents almost unalived her. You guys, let's watch story time together, and I'll see you all at the end of the story time.
Story about how my in-laws, now my ex-husband's family, tried to unalive me. This is really hard for me to talk about, but I'm gonna do it because it needs to be said. This is a story about how my in-laws, now my ex-husband's family, tried to unalive me. Now forgive me if I like smirk up a little bit. It's not because I'm smiling, it's just, or find it funny, it's just, I've come through this and I'm finally able to share my story and tell you guys everything I've been through. And for you guys to the public to hear this, because I get a lot of shit for who I am. And when you're a strong, beautiful black woman, no one protects black women, it's fine. I'm not looking for their protection, but everyone always seems to think that we deserve to be treated like crap. This started after I got married. I did my husband's papers. Now we're trying to plan our traditional wedding. And I was supposed to go to Nigeria and go do the family introduction in Nigeria, the family wedding, in Nigeria. So when I reached Nigeria, and just to be clear, my husband's Yoruba, I'm Igbo. Now, I wasn't raised in tribalism. I didn't know it was a thing. Like in America, I grew up in Nigeria, didn't know it was a thing. Moved to America, didn't know it was a thing. I had Yoruba friends in America. I never knew, like, I have different tribal friends in America. We never, like in America, we don't do tribalism. And I can full-heartedly say that. So I was the first Igbo to come into the wealthy family, their friggin' family, whatever. And when I came to the family is like a big family in Ibadan, Balongo Kuku, that's their last name. And when I came to the family, I was very humble, I was very happy, very excited to get married to this man. I really loved my husband, I really did. And to tell you why I know for a fact that they tried to kill me, these are the stipulations. This family owns car dealerships, right? They have brand new cars, dad is in a Range, mom's in a brand new Lexus. Like, they have all top of the line cars. When I got to Nigeria, it seemed to be a problem and an issue for me to get a car to move around in Nigeria. Which again, it wouldn't have been an issue if I had to do it on my own, but it was the fact that I was coming to meet my in-laws. I was also coming there to do my music, and I had so much, and I had my wedding. So all of that, there was a lot planned, and we already spoke of it prior to me coming to Nigeria. Then it became an issue for me to get this car thing. Then once I was there, I was having issues with the mom. She lied to my husband about me. And like, it's just little things that were happening where I always try to play it down because everyone would always tell me I'm Americanized, I'm Westernized, so I don't really get the culture. So I truly believe that, oh, okay, I'm American, I don't get the culture, and maybe I'm being dramatic. So I always try to like, just be like, okay, let's just let it go. Then finally, they gave me this 2010 Toyota RAV4. Mind you, in America, I'm always in the latest. I put myself in. And the reason why, humbly, I took the car, I didn't care. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's cool, whatever. When I got in the car, every time I got into that car, something just never sat right. So one day we're like, okay, we finally get in the car, we're taking a wrong trip to go into Ibadan. I had a radio interview I had to go do there, and I had to go see the family. And on the road to get there, we get into a car accident. Now we're on the side of the road. The military comes to come help us. They're like, you guys need to get off this highway. It's dangerous. There's kidnapping season. You guys need to move. So then we finally are able to get a mechanic to come, and the mechanic goes through the car, and he's like, oh my God, you can't drive this car. So I'm with my manager, my assistant. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, this car is very dangerous. Who gave you this car? And I'm thinking in my head, like, what's going on? They told me that the There was no brake fluid, or the brakes were even cut. The gas tank had a hole in it. The coolant to the engine, nothing in there. And the car, basically, if we drove it even a little bit more, the car would have blown up. The car would have blown up. Yeah. So I'm on the side of the road. I'm crying. I'm calling my husband. I'm calling his family. And I call his mom, nothing. Call his dad, nothing. I send messages, nothing. And my manager manages to find somebody to come at least try to see if they can manage a car. But before that, the thing that really sent off red flags in my head, again, remember I told you this is a wealthy family in Ibadan. They own 5 factories, all this shit, blah, 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 blah. The thing that sent red flags, because I didn't think about this until I realized if I came to America and brought this up to court, this is manslaughter. The mom texted me and told me, I asked her, I said, you guys didn't check this car before you gave it to me. She said to me that, oh, we just checked that the car turned on. Very weird. Remember I told you they own a car dealership. They all drive the latest. They knew I had a wedding. And the weird thing about it is, again, I told you in America, my husband and I were already married. And if I would have died in Nigeria, my husband automatically, he gets his papers, widow. He's a widow, so he gets his papers. I've already signed off. I've already done everything. So he signs off, and he'll actually get his green card or citizenship. Actually, through that, probably even faster. And what threw me off is, after I asked the mom that question, do you know she stopped responding to me? In America here, right? Because in Nigeria, it's easy to say, oh, you know, that's how it is in Nigeria, because that's what I was told is, oh, that's how it is in Nigeria. You know, they don't take anything seriously. They don't really care like that. It's not their fault. But I realized in America, they would have been arrested for manslaughter. That would have been manslaughter because they didn't so-called intentionally plan it, which I don't believe, but you gave me a vehicle without checking if the vehicle was safe to be on the road. That's manslaughter right there. If that car would have crashed and I would have been hit or I'd been kidnapped, whatever happened, I would have been hurt. So the reason I told this story is people wanted me to stay quiet, and I wanted to stay quiet about everything that transpired with that family. But one of the things that really triggered me to come now and tell this story is the fact that one of the things that I'm fighting my ex-husband is he wanted me to sign a gag order so I wouldn't be able to tell you guys this story. This story I'm telling you right now is one of the biggest issues why I'm going to trial with my ex-husband, is that he wanted me to sign a gag order. I'm going to insert a clip for you guys to see what he sent to my lawyer, for me to sign a gag order so that I wouldn't be able to tell this story to you guys. And I'm saying this to all the young girls out there, please, marriage is not everything. I'm telling you, especially the ones in America, I know I did it because I didn't feel like I was too good to marry someone and give them papers. I didn't feel like this is not my land and I'm willing to help my people. Like I don't have that mentality. But now that I'm going through this divorce and everything is coming to fruition, I'm realizing that like I was literally used and abused. But to any girl who's probably in a similar situation or been through this, you guys are going to call me crazy. You guys are going to make all these assumptions. But again, if you break down what I've told you and everything that happened, you will see that people clearly put my life in danger and they didn't care about me. They didn't care about me at all. Whatever their reason may be, that's for them to decide when the time comes. But I have evidence to back it. They know this, so anytime they want to play with me, they know we can go to court. And I will have evidence and have witnesses to back this entire story and everything I went through at the hands of this family. Please, marriage is not everything. Save yourself. If your mind is giving you ginger, please, this girl just died in Essex, Sape, that was just unalived by her husband. Please, I'm begging you guys, women, please. Release the chains of marriage. I am sitting here before you because I walked away. I released the chain of marriage, but not all of you are that lucky. Please, I am begging you guys, please love yourself and protect yourself and protect your blue passport. Damn. Part 2 of how my in-laws try to whatever. You guys stopped the story I told you, right? Because everybody's on my neck. Oh, they probably didn't mean it. It was accidental. You know, the cause in Nigeria are bad. I've seen your comments. I read it all. And I still kind of made that story a little lighthearted to then if I really even went deeper and told you guys everything. But now I'm going to give you even more detail with evidence. When I tell you, I truly think those people wanted me to be harmed and they were upset that I wasn't harmed and they doubled up to make sure that I was harmed. I'll tell you why. As I'm sitting on the side of the road, right? I told you guys now, I'm on the side of the road, mechanic came, military is there. I'm calling the family. They're not answering. The mom ends up, what do you call it? Ignoring my calls. I see she saw my calls. Like you can see it on WhatsApp. When someone sees your calls or your whatever, like it took me calling my husband. As I'm calling my husband, I'm crying. He's arguing me down like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's an accident. I'm calling my parents. Everyone is making me feel like I'm being dramatic about the whole situation. So I'm like, okay. I wait. So we're sitting on the side of the road. Finally, the dad calls me. He's like, oh, he's so sorry. What happened? I was like, okay, can you guys send a tow truck so that I can, get towed? Because I was in Ibadan Highway. I was only 30 minutes away. I'm trying to see where to describe. You guys would know. There's a gas station right after Redeemed Church that we were at. If you know where Redeemed Church is, it's like maybe, I would say 5-10 miles away from there. So we're sitting there on the side of the road. I tell the dad, I call the sister-in-law. I'm begging someone to come get me. Like I was literally begging people to come get me. Because at this time, like we're in the middle of nowhere. We can't really call an Uber. So the dad tells me they're going to send a tow truck. A tow truck is coming to get me. And I'm still like angry and I'm trying to remain calm. Now, we have tow trucks in Nigeria. There's a tow truck that was, I saw drive by, right? There was tow truck. I've seen tow trucks in Nigeria. So this is a company, this is a business, right? The business people, rich people who have five factories. They have like 20 big trucks, like big trucks, 18-wheeler like trucks, right? That they use to do business. They have a big business, like money business. And I told you they own a car dealership, like 2 of them. They have a lot of money. And they tell me they're going to send a tow truck. I'm going to show you what they sent me. Insert. Now, they sent me a truck with 2 ropes. 2 ropes attached to the back of it. A truck with 2 ropes attached to the back of it. And the pickup truck with some old guy who came, like, it was one guy, he came with a pickup truck, and it was an old beat-up pickup, white pickup truck. And I'm sitting inside the road, the military guy is looking at me, he's like, this is your pickup truck. I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed. The military person is embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. My manager is embarrassed. I'm crying. I'm just like, I wish I had videos of how I looked physically, but I was recording the outside. So the guy comes and I'm asking him, okay, how is he going to take the car? Because I'm not understanding how the pickup truck is going to get the car. He takes the 2 ropes, some 2 ropes that is attached to the back of the white pickup truck. He takes the 2 ropes and he ties it to underneath the car. And then he told us to get in, that he's going to pull us on the highway to get to the factory. It's like 30-minute drive to get to the factory to drop off the car. I had an interview. Mind you, these people have made me miss. I missed opening for Charlie Puppy. I missed opening for a couple different artists that I was supposed to perform for in Nigeria. I missed shows, interviews because of these people, right? Okay. So I'm like terrified. I don't know what to do. So we get in the back of the truck. My manager is in the driver's seat. I'm in the back of the truck with my assistant, and we get on the highway. This truck starts pulling us. I kid you not. Like, if you've never been in a near-death experience, me telling you this the way I'm telling you it, you won't get it, right? Yeah, like, I'm telling you, I felt like I was screaming. I'm going to upload a video here of the truck pulling us. I'm screaming. I'm literally screaming, holding on to my assistant. My assistant is holding on to me, and she's like a young girl. She's like in tears in her eyes. My manager is like holding on. He's trying to like hold on to the steering. You people, the rope cut. One of the ropes cuts, and the car swished right off Ibadan Highway, heading towards the cliff to go over. My manager happens to, I don't know. MD is a freaking beast. I don't know. He stops the car. The car stops again at the side of the road. I run out of the car. I am screaming. I am crying. I'm like, no, what the hell? And then the guy comes on a pickup truck. He attaches the rope. These people could have paid for a legal pickup truck, tow truck to come get us. Nigeria is not that third world. There is tow trucks. There's tow trucks, and they probably would have cost like $50. Probably cheaper than that. I'm probably being American when I say $50 to get a tow truck. And again, remember, I'm new to Nigeria as far as even where I am. I don't know how to do anything per se. And they sent me a pickup truck with a rope. The guy puts the rope underneath the car again. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry. We'll get there. I told him I'm not getting back in that car. Have you lost your mind? Again, but I couldn't call an Uber because I'm in the middle of the freaking wilderness. So I'm like, I'm not getting in. So we end up getting inside the pickup truck. And my manager, because someone had to steer the car. Like, the car needed to be steered because it's not a real pickup truck. So my poor manager gets back in the car, and he's steering the car, and I'm screaming in the pickup truck, yelling at him. The rope cut again. My poor manager, the car skids off the road, and I am screaming. I'm literally screaming. I said, I'm screaming. I'm on the phone with my husband. I'm trying to call him. No, actually, at this point, I think I blocked him because he was taking his family's side, saying that I'm being dramatic. And I'm sending this man videos of what's going on, my people. I'm sending videos. I felt like I was losing my, like, I'm not joking with you guys. Like, I had to, like, I really had, like, a mental breakdown on that highway. And it was like, I don't know how to explain when, like, you realize that someone wants you to die. Like, I don't know how to explain how to process that, but in that moment I knew, like, oh my God, I think these people really want to kill me. Like, I think these people really want me to die. I started crying because I was like, I don't know what I did. Like, I don't know what I did that will make these people hate me this much to, like, put my life in danger. And there was nothing I could do. I was trapped in another country. Even though it's my country, I wasn't in a place where I could do anything. Let me tell you guys, telling this story now as calm and collected and as, you know, funny as it may sound to you guys, I'm really traumatized. I'm really traumatized. We ended up, like, doing 5 miles an hour to finally get home after they reattached it. Finally, they only had one rope left, so there's only one rope pulling. We get to Ibadan, we drop off the car. I don't even go see the family. We get into an Uber. I go do my interview. I get in my interview. We end up getting the Uber, riding in Ibadan Highway late tonight when it's the most dangerous time to ride in Ibadan Highway to go home back to Lagos. Ended up paying whatever big fee it was. I took an Uber, left them the car, and was like, you guys can eat the car. It's okay. And I left. That was the last time I saw that family. That was the last time I saw that family. Mm-hmm. How your dad was mollywopping her your whole childhood. Or do we forget that? I was going to let this whole situation with my ex-husband go. I'm already in the process of going to trial to be divorced and move forward. But then yesterday, his older brother decided to go on Linda Ikeji's blog post and post this. He insulted me, saying that I'm a stripper, I'm an escort, my father raped me, or I lied, my father raped me. And this is their reason for, I guess, attempting to kill me. The reason why I'm making this video and the reason why I'm doing this is these people is the very thing that's wrong with Nigeria and Africa as a total. They want to shame women. When you don't fall in line into what they want you to do, they try to slut shame you. Everyone on this platform knows I am very proud of who I am. I'm very, very proud of what I do and how I get money, rap, SW. I'm top 1% in OF. I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud. of what I've built on my own as a child who came from the slums of Onitsha in Nigeria. I've made myself well. In a new 2025 paid off me, right? Now, this man that's talking works for his dad. Not that he built anything on his own. Daddy pays his check. So let's really go through all this, right? How is it that my father raping me and your parents trying to, kill me? How does that correlate? How do they correlate? I'm still waiting for you guys to make a video and say that, oh, it was an accident. Oh, explain the car situation. Explain how a wealthy family that has two car dealerships will put their daughter-in-law in something like this. And then, if you guys knew I was a stripper, I was an escort, and all these things, why is it that this is your family? You guys were at my wedding, so happy. You didn't have a problem. You guys didn't have a problem. And let me be clear, I didn't hide my past, who I was, never. I was a stripper to go to college. So let's put that out there. I was a stripper to go to college and put myself through school. Graduated with 3 engineering degrees. I have more degrees than all that family, all their kids combined. Successful on my own. Their daughters had to get married to make money. I didn't. You understand the difference of what I'm trying to tell you? You think you can slut shame me. Okay, let's talk about this escorting. Let's talk about this whole SW side. I started OnlyFans at SW when I was married because you guys, my husband and I were broke. Your brother didn't want to work. He was trying to commit suicide at home. He was trying to unalive himself. I wrote a message to your dad asking for help. You all ignored the message, and I had to go start doing OF and SW to provide for what? My household, while we figured out what to do next. So again, if we want to talk about this, let's talk about how embarrassing it is that a rich family didn't want to help out their son. Forget me, because at this point when I started, I already asked for separation. I separated with him April 14th. And I was asking him for his family to help him, for him to move out of my house and start his life over. I begged him to go to Nigeria to go work for his father, which he didn't. He literally was over here crying. He didn't want to go work for his father. This same family that's so much better than me. You guys didn't even want him to come. Why wouldn't he go home and go work? Why is he in America still? You guys are so rich. I'm such a liar. I'm such a horrible person. Okay, why is he still here? Why did he file VOWR? Why is he giving me a gag order? Why are you guys not telling him to sign the divorce papers? I've tried to divorce him now twice. The first time I filed for divorce, he didn't sign. I had to go file for an annulment. When I filed for an annulment and I wanted to go for it, he agreed to do the divorce. Then he sent me the divorce papers, which he won't sign now unless I sign the gag order. I've taken all the debt in our marriage. I'm leaving him debt-free. He's literally leaving debt-free. I'm not asking him for money. I'm not asking you guys for money. All I asked him for was a divorce. So all these things that you guys are claiming that's so-called wrong with me, everything you're trying to slut-shame me, you can't slut-shame me. Your ugly-ass sisters could never make what I make. Let's be real. If your dad passed away and your company burned to the ground, which that worthless company will soon, your siblings, if their husbands all passed away, nobody would ever pay for it. No one would ever pay for theirs. They can't even. Your mom. Oh, and since we're bringing families in, you want to bring my father, which is not even something I wanted to talk about quite yet, but since you pulled my hand, right? Yeah, I was all through my childhood by my father. Oh my God. I'm supposed to be embarrassed because my father failed as a man. I'm supposed to be embarrassed because my father failed as a man, and it's my fault. I'm the one who's carrying around shame. Kind of like the same shame your mom should be carrying around for how your dad was mollywopping her in your whole childhood. Or do we forget that? Do we forget that your father used to drag her through the neighborhood by her hair, naked, and beat her in front of his kids? We forgot about that one? So should your mom be embarrassed by the fact that the man that she married and bore 8 children for used to drag her by her hair through the compound and like a dog? Should your mom be the one who's embarrassed? Should I be embarrassed that I came from a family of parents who couldn't afford to take care of their kids and I had to do what I had to do, graduated with 3 engineering degrees, was taking care of myself in tech for 10 years, became a rapper, self-sufficient? How am I the embarrassing one? If anything, my parents should be embarrassed because they failed as parents. Why do they have that many kids and they can't take care of them? I'm a survivor. You think you're shaming me because I'm a survivor. No, baby, I'm a survivor. I don't have rich mommy and daddy. I don't have none of that. I'm a survivor. Been on my own since I was 16, and you cannot slut shame me. For all the little girls that are watching me, all the women that are watching me, this is what they do. This is how they come at you when they have nothing to come at you. You can't say I'm ugly. You can't say I'm a baby mama. I was on birth control through your whole entire marriage. Never trusted my sacred womb for your weak ass freaking brother. So that's that. You can't call me dumb. You can't call me broke. You can never call me ugly, baby. Top 10. Top 10 and I'm all 10. So you have to go where you can, is to try to shame me for things that I cannot control. You think it's my fault that my father assaulted me all through my childhood? No, it's not. It's not my fault. I'm a survivor. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm very, very proud that I survived the hell that was dealt to me. You have no idea what trauma I've been through. And the same way you're here laughing and you guys are over there, let's go. Let's go. I'm still waiting for you guys to come out and actually own up and tell me why I deserve that treatment and what was so wrong for me, which means you're doubling down on the fact that you guys only use me for papers. Because if you knew all these things were wrong with me, you knew you hated that I was a rapper, you knew that then you should have told him never to do it. But you didn't do that. You just waited till now that I'm finally standing up for myself. It's been a year and a half of your brother tormenting me, stressing me out behind closed doors, and now you want to come up here and speak. None of you have told him to sign the papers. Why am I still Exhibit A, begging him to sign the divorce papers? Why am I still begging him to set the trial date if I'm so horrible? Divorce me. Divorce me. Set the trial date. Let's have this done. Anyway, my name is Miss Georgie. My music is awesome. Don't let anybody bully you. Go listen to my playlist if you need confidence. Don't let nobody, no whack-ass family, because they have money, bully you. Be proud of anything you've been through. Do not let anybody make you feel somehow because you're a survivor. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I created it. I built a golden spoon, a silver one, a diamond one. I am money. Okay? Y'all are mad now? Stay tuned. You're going to be real pissed off. Keep playing with me and you know who I'm going to call next. FBI. Play with me.
Most of the time, these people are getting married to American women because of papers, not because they're in love with you or nothing. And when the parents are aware and they accept you as an American woman, in fact, even if you're black or you're any race, so far you're not Nigerian, Yoruba lady or something, most of the time they know why their son is getting married to you. They know, they help them to they do that collaboration together and be like, you know what, just find any lady there so that you can get papers, so that you can, pave the way for your siblings over here or for your family over here. It's a normal thing that the parents are aware. So I kind of understand what she's saying, that they want to unalive her so that it can get the paper sharp sharp. If this family has money, if they have money and they're actually selling cars, they have a lot of cars in their possession, and your wife, that's what we'll call her wife, she came all the way from the US and she's requesting for a car because she wanted to go and do her own personal work, and you guys decided to give her a car that is not functioning. It was intentional. It was intentional. They never liked her. They never liked her. They wanted to hurt her. They just wanted to give her something like, in fact, if they didn't even check the car, they didn't even check it if it was okay, if it was working perfectly. In fact, they know, because they would. If you're selling cars and you have cars in your possession, you know the cars, you know how these cars are functioning. That is how it works. So if you can just handle a car that you know quite alright that car has a lot of problem, and you give her to drive interstate, because going from Lagos to Ibadan is a very long journey on the road, and it's dangerous because it's not even a smooth road. It's not a smooth road. You're going to enter gallop, all those up and down thing. So if you're given a car that is not functioning well, you didn't check the car well, and you allow her to travel outside Lagos with that car, you add a very bad motive for her. So I kind of agree that they wanted to unalive her, because you wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that for themselves. They wouldn't want to travel and leave Lagos with a car that they did not check well if the car was functioning or not. So it was all planned. It was all planned. And this thing is just, as in, most of these families in Nigeria, that's what they do, especially when their sons travel abroad to go and look for wives. Most of the time, they're not in love with you, they are using it for papers. They do not care how you feel as a woman, they do not care whatever is going to happen to you. They only care about their child, they only care about their brother, they only care about the son. They do not care about you. Most of the time, the family, your husband's family, do not care. They do not like you, they don't want you. They, in fact, sometimes they have wife for them out in Nigeria. You are just the abroad wife most of the time. So if you have a lot of cars in your possession that is functioning well, and this your son's wife came all the way, she doesn't even know anywhere, you know that she's going to be stranded, and you decide to give her a car that is not functioning, it was intentional. Okay, now fix your mistake. Let's assume you didn't know. Fix your mistake. You send a towing car to go and pick her up. You sent Elox with, like, it was all in. They don't care. It's just screaming, we do not care about you. However you make it, we don't care. We're just going to, like, and whatever, why they sent that is because they're like, let's just do it, because this lady she's going to, make us have papers or whatever. They're just doing it for doing things, not because they care about her. Because they really care about her, they will get a towing machine, a towing car for to tow the vehicle away from there. And they know that it's dangerous. Nobody needs to tell. They know it's dangerous for her to be stranded there, especially someone that is not even staying in Nigeria. They know how dangerous it can be to be stranded on the express road like that. Even in Lagos, even within Lagos, our Lagos is so busy. The way Lagos is so busy. At a particular time, if your car breaks down in a particular place, it's that you leave your car and run away. It's very dangerous. If you don't know the area and your car breaks down at a weird time, even you that you are staying in Lagos, you stay in Lagos all your years, you still have to run away. Talking about somebody that doesn't even stay here at all. And when they hear your accent, I'll be like, okay, you have all your money in this world. So I feel like these families, they never liked her. They planned everything. They planned to hurt her. And it's just so sad, you guys. What is your take on this story time? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Maria David. And thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.